There is a unique bug in Trackmania to gain time that has never been used in an official campaign track of the new game. At least until now. This is 08 of Fall 2024. Track 8 of the campaign is a pretty unique one, because it has often been a downhill track. They are exactly what they sound like. It's a track where most of it is downhill. The tracks are unique because they are designed to make it very hard to optimize. Special techniques are used to save time on these tracks. This includes flipping the car upside down, air brakes and tilting the car intentionally to reduce airtime. From the first day, LinkMax TM started hunting the track, and his first record was already a strong one. He started off by taking a wide turn on this downhill to prevent airtime. Before the first drop down, he does a small release so he doesn't overshoot the booster. He continues through the water part and almost skips the dirt hill. Then after the last drop down, he does another small release and steers the car diagonally to land earlier so he can take more boosters. He flies into the finish, setting his record with a 22.798. The second day, he found a few more improvements to the track and saved another 0.4 seconds on his record. As the track seemed completely optimized, the next improvements were much smaller. But after a few strong records, Neon TM came with a new approach to the jump before the boosters. On the dirt part before the drop down, he steers the car to the left, then counter steers to make it straight again. This brings some forward momentum to the car and makes it unstable on the landing. This results in a lower angle to the boosters so that he doesn't have to release acceleration to land earlier. Over the next day, many other players optimized all of these techniques, and Pysac TM took the record by the 6th of October. His record was so strong that it seemed unbeatable. But Emilius had an idea for a different approach to the track, although he wasn't sure if it was possible. The idea involved this trick. This is called a Uber bug. It was first discovered almost 15 years ago in Trackmania Nations Forever, but the trick is so hard to use that it took 3 years for the first use of the bug in an official campaign track. This was on A12 speed. The intended route follows the track in a circle, ending up with a big jump to the finish. The only checkpoint on the track is at the beginning, so once you take that one, you can finish the track in whatever way you want. And in 2013, players started to finish the track like this. To make a Uber bug work, you need more than 243 speed and do a bug slide into an obstacle. That was Emilius' plan. He figured that on the last jump, he could pass the checkpoint while doing a bug slide and slam the car into the border of the boosters. The speed wouldn't be a problem, as the rest of the track gives enough speed anyway. With a good Uber bug and the right angle, this would give a much more direct line to the finish, and the car would likely be faster than the original route. He asked a friend to make a practice map and got to work, and after about 30 minutes of trying, he got this run. This showed that the idea could work, but he didn't know how to get the car to fly into the finish instead of above them. He kept grinding the track, trying out new approaches to the Uber bug to get the car into the finish instead of flying way above them. After about an hour of trying, he found a way to control how the car would launch off the border. By controlling the angle to the car relative to the border it hits, he could determine the angle of the Uber bug. Let me explain. When the car hits the border of the booster at a wide angle, it will launch the car higher. But when the angle to the border is sharper, it will get launched at a lower angle. So for the best results of this shortcut, a sharp angle is optimal. But the Uber bug won't work at all if the angle is too sharp. He realized that an angle of 30 to 50 degrees would launch the car into the finish. And the best way to get this angle is by landing the car sideways in the middle of the boosters. About an hour into trying the shortcut, he got this run. Now Emilius was certain that the shortcut could work. He uploaded what he found to his YouTube channel and shared it with the community. Usually when a shortcut idea is proven to work, it only takes a few hours for players to set a new record with it. But this shortcut wasn't like that. But first, I've got a quick favor to ask. It's a dream of mine to make these videos for a living, and every like and subscribe brings me one step closer to this dream. If you've enjoyed this video so far and want to see more, your support by liking and subscribing would mean the world to me. Since the release of Trackmania 2020, there have been 400 campaign tracks before the Fall 2024 campaign, and not a single one was shortcut using the Uber bug. But 3 days after Emilius uploaded his potential shortcut, NaceTM got this run. It was an incredible run. He drove the start of the track at a record pace. Compared to Loophook, who held the previous record, he is only 0.05 of a second behind him before the jump to the boosters. On the jump, he turns the car and lands it in the middle of the boosters. He passes the checkpoint while bug sliding into the border, lands the Uber bug and launches the car directly to the finish. This almost saves 2 seconds. It took 2 days for a second player to finish the track using this shortcut. Although Mr. Speedrun 3000 landed the Uber bug, it wasn't faster than NaceTM's record. It's actually one of the worst versions of the shortcut that exists. Sorry Mr. Speedrun 3000. It's still better than my attempt. BloodTM was the third person to land the shortcut. He was just as fast as Nace to the track, but on the jump to the Uber bug, Nace used a trick that BloodTM didn't. NaceTM released acceleration for 1/10 of a second. This makes his car land slightly earlier on the boosters, which lets him start the Uber bug earlier as well, saving just a little more time than Blood. Over the next month, many of the top players managed to do the shortcuts, but none of them were faster than Nace. His record was so optimized that it might just stay unbroken. But there was someone who wasn't going to stop trying to get the record. With the right Uber bug, he knew that he could beat Nace's time and claim the record of his shortcut. And after 60 hours of relentlessly grinding the track, Emilius got this run. Emilius' run wasn't as optimized as Nace's run, but the Uber bug was directly to the closer finish, which saved enough time to claim the record on this track. And no one else managed to beat Emilius for the rest of the campaign. A sub 20 second run of this map is theoretically possible, and Emilius has tried to get it since the campaign ended, but only got one more improvement of 0.054 seconds, making his best record for this track at 20.034. Thank you for watching this video, and I want to say a special thank you to Emilius for helping analyze this shortcut. It saved me a lot of time to make this video. Please help me make my dream come true by subscribing and sharing this video, and thank you for watching.